At the Emirates, and what a game that was! I'm telling you, what a game! I was not expecting it from the start. We went out of the blocks, literally just firing. To be honest with you, and I don't think Liverpool really expecting it in that way. We're really showing a lot of progress at the moment. I can tell. The lineup was really interesting with the likes of Leno in goal. We had the likes of Bellerin in right back who came back from injury. Left back we had Kolasinac, and I thought he played alright considering he had Salah on his right hand side, and I thought he did really, really well in that left back position. We had the likes of Mustafi who played in centre back, and I wasn't too sure about that, to be honest. He has been very sloppy lately, but he showed a lot of composure with the likes of Holding, and they're growing nicely. Mustafi, he needs a lot of improvements to work on in his game, but Holding, he is the one who's really, really proving us doubters wrong, and he's showing so much composure in that centre back position, and he's so what's the word, patient with his passing, and with his distribution is brilliant, especially the likes of Leno at the back. They were brilliant throughout the whole game. Overall, it was a game where I felt like we could have won that game. Liverpool weren't very great at all. The likes of Torreira and Xhaka in that midfield, we just owned it for that midfield, and Torreira definitely deserved the man of match reward for that game. Just holding that midfield so well, not letting for any pass or anything. A few chips did go over to Firmino and Mane, but they missed their opportunities. A few times they were offside. But apart from that, we did really, really well. Really owned their midfield. They had the likes of Wijnaldum in there. Fabinho did go in there, and he was holding as a defensive midfielder. But he did get a yellow card from, I think it was a Torreira foul. And after that, he was quiet all game. Wasn't too sure when to go in or go out. But going forward, we looked really, really promising from the start, especially. Just little chips over the top, really trying to get in behind the defence. Van Dijk was brilliant in defence for them. He was absolutely brilliant. But with the likes of Ozil in attacking midfield and Mkhitaryan starting, that was quite interesting. I wasn't too sure about that. I felt as though Iwobi should have started, and a lot of people are saying that Iwobi should have started. But Mkhitaryan had a point to prove, and I felt as though he really did prove that point, especially linking up really well with Aubameyang a few times, and Lacazette had a few chances. But what a finish that was, mate! I'm telling you. What a finish that was. Absolutely sublime. A lovely pass from Iwobi, cuts back out, goes back in, and just curls her in. Alisson made a few missed opportunities in his area where he just got jumped down. He completely missed the ball, just going straight for the play, and I thought that should have been a penalty, that one. But down our end, we had one with Leno, so what can you say, really? But 2-2 against a title contender team, one of the best teams in Europe at the moment. You got to say, I mean, what a game that was. I mean, every player put 110%, and Unai Emery was so he shed so much character, and he was passion and desire from him on that pitch was unbelievable. I felt as though he could have been playing, to be honest with you. But we really did frustrate Klopp's side, and you could tell by Klopp on the first half, just angry as fuck on that sideline. But we move on. We move on to the next game. We've got the likes of Wolverhampton and Sporting CP during the week. And I'll be interested to see how he plays. He might play at the likes of Welbeck and stuff like that, who did come on in that second half and really did stretch that defence even more. But I felt as though we should have had a few more chances, a few more goals, sorry. A few times Torreira ran through it, and how he managed to get through that midfield, but he just cut through that midfield, zipped through it, and had a few shots away, but Alisson kept it out. And their midfield they couldn't seem to get the ball from the midfield to the attack and quickly enough, because we're always there. The likes of Bellerin was brilliant the whole game. Mustafi again from him against one of the bigger teams, and it was a really good game. I'm surprised Socrates didn't start, so I'm guessing he's still got a niggle. I think it was his ankle or something. But Granit Xhaka as well, honestly, he deserves he's a man the match contender as well, because that was unreal from him today. The other day, he's passing around that midfield, playing it out, trying to get it to Ozil. It was just brilliant, because Ozil managed to get that ball a few times, and he was getting in those positions where they were scaring the defence. I tell you, Liverpool, they were on the ropes from the start of the game to the end. They didn't know what to do a few times. They were just playing it through, and Aubameyang's speed, just getting in behind Alexander-Arnold, and Alexander-Arnold, he was alright it was alright at the end of the game, but at the start of the game he was just getting hammered down that touchline, as well as Kolasinac on our side. But we move on, another game, another unbeaten game, so we go on to, I think it's 14 unbeaten games in a row now, and Unai Emery is just showing so much what's the word? He's just we're just going nicely at the moment, if you know what I mean. That's a brilliant draw against a title contender team with the likes of City, and we're going alright. 14 unbeaten runs, another point. I mean, the amount of people that were saying before the game, like Tim Sherwood and stuff, talking about, oh yeah, they're going to beat us with their class, they're going to outdo us again, but. Mate, we showed it. The likes of Ozil stepped up, Lacazette stepped up, Bemian, everyone stepped up in that whole team, and we just did the job last night, and it was absolutely fantastic. And what more can you ask from the boys? Because they're showing so much at the moment. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen a team. It was like going back to the Invincible days. Everyone was just putting everything in, and got the goal from the goalkeeper spot to the attacker. It was brilliant. There was such a fluent attack going forward, and defensively everyone was on it. And the amount of times they tried to get it to Salah and Mane, trying to get it back into Firmino, but they knew Torreira was there all the time. Mustafi was there, Holding was there, and it was just a game that you could watch over and over again. I think I might even watch it tonight, to be honest with you. But what a game that was. And let me know, guys, down below what you thought about the game, because it was a game and a half, to be honest with you. But yeah, we move on, and let me know who was your man of the match. Do you think Torreira deserved the man of the match, and do you reckon we should have scored a few more goals? I feel like we should have, and I think 2-2 prediction, that's fair enough, because it was a very balanced game as it was. But yeah, we move on. Wolverhampton and Sporting CP. I'll bring out a preview for the Sporting CP game and a review for that. And let me know down below if there's anything else you want me to do, guys, because it's going really nicely. Got my first subscriber the other day, and we're doing really well. We're doing well. We're getting there. It's a movement. But let me know down below what you guys think. And yeah, awesome. I'll speak to you guys. I think it's Thursday morning for the Sporting CP clash. See you then.